is Magnificent Channing, and the title of his speech is Bad Boy. Bad Boy, Magnificent Channing.
I was reading an article the other day, and it said women are attracted to bad boys. So I thought, I like to attract more women. I'm sorry. I mean, I like to attract a woman. Maybe I could become a bad boy, like James Dean in Rebel Without a Cause. But like the movie, my concept of a bad boy is outdated. I needed to solicit help from someone hipper and younger than myself. I went to my son. He's a college student. I said, son, could you put down the video game controller for a moment and tell me how I could become a bad boy? He said, that's easy, Dad. All the cool kids at my school go to the mall and sag their pants. So guess what I did? I sagged my pants and went to the mall. But my son forgot to tell me 2 crucial points about sagging your pants. 1, sagging your pants does not have the same effect when you're wearing a 3-piece suit. And 2, I learned this one the hard way. If you're going to sag your pants, always wear boxers, never briefs. Maybe I need to get help from someone younger than my son. I went to my daughter. She's in high school. Now, my daughter is the most philosophical 15-year-old you would ever want to meet. I asked her, daughter, how can I be bad? She answered, Father, everything comes from within. If you wish to be bad, you need only to repeat, I am bad, as many times as possible. And you will become it. So I walked around saying, I'm bad, like Michael Jackson bad. But everyone thought I was playing a word game. And every time I said I'm bad, they would add something on the end. I said, I'm bad, and someone said, smelling. I said, I'm bad, and someone said, at mouth. I'm bad at coordinating your outfits. That didn't work. So I decided to seek out the help of a professional. My cousin Ray Ray. He was always getting in trouble with the law. I didn't see Ray Ray too often because every time I did, he borrowed money from me. In spite of this, I went to see him anyway. And I asked Ray Ray, how can I act like a bad boy? His exact words were, you can't fake this. If you want to be a bad boy, you have to be a bad boy. Just go knock off a liquor store or contact somebody. That's all you have to do. Now let me borrow $20. As I left Ray Ray's apartment, minus $20, I knew I could never rob any type of establishment or jack up anyone's car. But I thought maybe I could do something small, like shoplift. So I did. And I felt bad, but not in a good way. In a bad way. I felt horrible. Here's what happened. After driving around to about 30 grocery stores, I finally found the perfect one. There was a young lady inside at a table with about 2 dozen free samples of crackers and cheese. I walked over to her. She gave me one, but I took 3. And I felt bad. But that's not why I felt horrible. I felt horrible because I got caught. She called the manager on me, and the manager took me across the street to the diner and bought me lunch. They thought I was hungry. I had plenty of time to reflect on what I had done as I enjoyed my free meal. The rhubarb pie was delicious. And I decided maybe being a bad boy just wasn't for me. With that thought, I left the waitress a huge tip, $3, and headed home. Apparently, driving around to 30 grocery stores burns a lot of gas because I ran out on the highway. A police officer pulled up next to me and asked me what was wrong. I told him, and he explained it is not safe for pedestrians to walk on the highway, and offered me a ride to the gas station. On the way to the gas station, I told him all about my antics in trying to become a bad boy. He laughed. He was a good guy. I didn't tell him about the crackers and cheese. When we got to the station, he instructed me to stick my arm out of the window and open the door from the outside because rear doors on police cars do not open from the inside. As I attempted to do so, I noticed two women standing in front of the station. And as my hand was about to touch the handle, they started to point, whisper, and get excited. I knew what they were saying. They were saying, "Ooh, he's a bad boy." I told the officer, this is my opportunity to build my persona as a bad boy. If I get out of this car and run, those women will see me as a bad boy. He said, I guess you can do that. I said, you know what would make it seem authentic? If you chase me. He said, I'm not supposed to, but I'll do it for you. So I opened the door and I ran like a cat at a dog show. And he chased me. Just until we got behind the gas station. And then he turned around and walked back to his cruiser, and I walked completely around the block to come up on the other side of the station. When I got there, the women were gone. But I knew the next time they saw me, if it was in a grocery store, a laundromat, or a restaurant, they would see me as a bad boy. I got my gas, got back into the police car, and as we headed back to my vehicle, we stopped at a light. An unmarked police car pulled up next to us, and the guy inside went like this, as if to say, good job. I said, who was that? He said, that was my chief. He saw me chasing you earlier, and he thinks I caught you. So now I'm going to have to arrest you. I said, arrest me for what? Resisting arrest. But don't worry, the chief is a busy man. I can guarantee you he will not show up for your case. And I will tell the judge, I'm not sure you're the same guy I was chasing, and he will dismiss all charges. You're looking at about 2 or 3 hours in jail at the most. 2 or 3 hours in jail. The moral to the story is, being bad isn't good. Oh yeah, I saw those women again. It turns out they worked for the district attorney's office. And they were witnesses in my case. I guess my daughter was right. If we repeat an affirmation enough times, it will become our reality. So now, whenever someone asks me, how am I doing? It is the one time I am aware of using bad grammar. Because I say, I'm good. I'm doing good.
We could please have a minute of silence while the